My girlfriend, F27, broke up with me yesterday, but she's having a panic attack now. My girlfriend broke up with me yesterday. I took it badly personally, so what I did was unfollowed her on all platforms and made my accounts private because I don't want to look nor do I want her to look. I wanted to do no contact at least for a week to build myself back up. She's been calling me non-stop today, and while I do love and care for her, she basically let me out to dry yesterday in a horrible way. And #X200B. Now she's having a panic attack and not processing everything well. She lives alone and I'm certain the loneliness gets to her. I used to send her messages every morning for about a year, but this is the first time she got nothing from me. And #X200B. My biggest fear is that she'll justify her choice of breaking up and make me feel even worse about everything. There's like a 60% chance of that happening, I feel. But she's having a panic attack and not doing well, and I care for her and want her to be happy. Should I swallow my pride and talk to her? Full stop. This was my exact situation 2 years ago. I can almost predict what is going to happen. Your ex-girlfriend sees you as both the problem and the solution, and you cannot be both. What I mean is that she wants to end the relationship, but she expects you to walk her through it. Continue to block all attempts for her to reach you, because every time she sees a message has been received, she will know you are still there. You absolutely need to get away. And don't even begin to say that this justifies her choice. Sometimes you need to be the bad guy in someone's story, and unfortunately this time it looks like it's you. She broke up with you, bro. She isn't your problem anymore. Just move on and live your life. She made her choices and now has to deal with them. Do you think she'll care about you having a panic attack? If you want to do her a favor, then call a friend of hers or her family, so that they can look after her. She made her decision to leave you behind. Respect that decision and stay on the no-contact path. It will be best for your healing if you stay away from her. She made the decision to no longer be with you for whatever reason. Sometimes people with anxiety, like me, have trouble adjusting to major life changes. She is probably feeling vulnerable and lonely. She may be regretting her decision to break up in the first place due to those feelings. That doesn't necessarily mean that breaking up was the wrong decision. I think you are doing the right thing by going no contact. You guys were surviving before you met and will continue to survive after the end. Time to focus on yourself, and when you are ready, find someone that's a better fit. Look man, if she really loved you she won't have left you. At this moment she is just probably making a tantrum. What you did was right, blocking her off everything. Looking at her social media will probably make you feel bad. Trust me, it has happened to me. If you do want to get back with her, wait 30 days. No contact, no nothing. At the end of the night you are what matters. She fuck up, not you. Keep up your head, king. Nope. That is clearly manipulation, so let her come back to you when she realizes what a shitty person she is. Then you can be as polite and kind as you want, but right now what she is doing is horribly toxic. I would never have the patience to deal with that sort of behavior. It is not worth it, lad. Please trust me, I have been through the same thing before. Just let her come crawling back later, because there is objectively nothing you yourself can do to help her with her issues unless you are a professional. Block her. It doesn't matter how she justifies shit to herself. She could convince herself that water isn't wet, it isn't your problem. Stop letting her have access to you in any way. Not your circus, not your monkeys. She broke up with you, it's her problem how she processes it now. Her choice. Don't be a doormat, keep your resolve and keep no contact. On again off again relationships are a hard limit for me. The worst relationship I ever had, he dumped me, asked me to come back, to dump me again 30 days later. I was like, never again. You can tell her, I need time to process my own feelings before I can engage with you, and urge her to seek support from other people. She doesn't want to be with you. She just doesn't want to be alone, and you're the only person in her life who will console her for her own choices. I had a partner who had panic attacks after I broke up with him. I felt pretty guilty and had been his main support for dealing with that issue. I went and sat with him and made sure he was good before leaving. I contacted his friends to let them know what I'd done so that they could reach out to him. I had been friends with his roommate and made sure he knew too. I know it can seem manipulative, but sometimes people's brains just fuck with them like this. You don't have to be there for her right now, but if you have any of her friends' contact numbers you could reach out and ask them to check on her. Breakups hurt for everyone, but it's really selfish that she is coming to you with that hurt. If she wanted you to mollify her emotions, then she should not have broken up with you. She can't have her cake and eat it too. She needs to learn to self-soothe, cause she will have to do that for herself from now on. Move on. She's history. Block her. Hold frame bro, you acted accordingly just like any man should. This is definitely a tantrum because it didn't go the way she wanted. She'll definitely be crawling back to you after a while. Just implement no contact and focus on yourself like you have been doing. I'm pretty sure you'll meet someone better along the no contact journey anyway, and you won't even care about her anymore, but it's up to you if you choose to get back together with her. I'm pretty sure she's gonna learn her lesson about what she did anyway. If not, just move to the next, which will definitely be better. My biggest fear is that she'll justify her choice of breaking up and make me feel even worse about everything. What is this nonsense? You want her to regret and pine for you until death. I guarantee you won't give a shit in the near future. Move on, man. Keep her blocked. This panic attack of hers is just the side effect of a big life change. Her reasons for breaking up with you are still there. You trying to be there for her is dumb and will just confuse you both and make you hurt longer. No, she broke up with you. She is only acting like that because she wants your attention. Had she get that from someone else, do you think she would care how she made you feel? No. Don't contact her. Leave her blocked and move on. Do not check she's okay because you'll make her feel better again and then she will dump you again. Block, delete, ignore and move on. It was her choice. She broke up with you, yet still wants you to carry the burdens of the relationship, notably dealing with her mental instability. Her problems are not your problems anymore, and her trying to make them your problems are kind of like if you quit a club, stop paying dues and then still expect to use the facilities as if nothing ever happened. Fuck that. You should swallow your pride and not talk to her. The good thing about someone being an ex is that you don't need to worry about any of their bullshit or drama anymore. Stop taking her calls and move on. Silence is the best response here. Do not reply, do not engage. Be strong and move on with your life. Good luck. I hope you can update this. Personally, you shouldn't fall into her hand, it's a sign of manipulation. Also, would she be there for you if you had a panic attack? She decided to leave you, what comes first is yourself. You took it hard too. She dumped you and is now having a panic attack because of her own decision. And you're wondering what you do about it? You do nothing, that's what you do. She's not your problem anymore, and that was her choice, not yours. She dumped you. She is no longer your problem. She's going to have to face the consequences of her decisions at some point. You cannot make someone else's mental illness your problem. Period. If she needs a support system, it's on her to figure that out. She doesn't want you in that support system, she told you so yesterday. Sometimes when someone shits they bed, the best thing is to let them lie in it. That said, this looks like textbook manipulation. She's pulling on your heartstrings and making you feel like a jerk for needing your own space. You have laid down boundaries, and I think that's a very healthy decision. She's just finding any way she can to push them. I could be wrong, but that's what it looks like. I'm sorry, and I know it's hard. It's hard to see someone you love and care about struggling. But you cannot swim out and save someone that's drowning without drowning yourself. This is a manipulation. Not your problem. Sucks to suck. Block her. Did she have a legitimate reason for breaking up? This is no longer your problem. She made it clear she does not want you, so now she needs to find a way to handle the new reality. Too long did not read. Block that sockdologizing old man trap. She broke up with you. Swallow that, not your pride. She put you out of her life. She removed herself from being your responsibility and you from being hers. She closed the door on intimacy and reliance between you two. Don't be a doormat. She gets to choose to break up with you. She doesn't get to dictate the terms of the breakup so that she gets to keep you on social media and use you as a crutch when she's down. Not your monkey. Not your circus. If she wants your support, she should not have ended the relationship. She was certain she didn't need you anymore. Now she's feeling a massive sense of guilt, fear and panic because she doesn't have you anymore. If you give in, you will show her you're at her heels like a trained dog whenever she pleases. Keep up the no contact for a week just as you said, then you can ask her out to talk. To reconcile or end everything permanently. But most importantly, to show you're not her lapdog. Not your problem anymore. Unless you think she's at risk of hurting herself. Not your monkeys, not your circus. If you do think she's at risk of hurting herself, contact her friends or family and leave it with them. It depends a little on how serious the situation is, in your opinion. If you are genuinely worried about her, then, yes, of course reach out. This sub is a cesspool of teenagers and bitter, self-righteous people, with some exceptions. Don't listen to them, and tell her to call a mental health professional. If you fear for her life, call an ambulance and/or the cops to perform a welfare check. Don't let yourself get roped into this in any other way. Tell her you need space, but if she's really having a breakdown, to call for help. Offer to call for her. Nothing more. Honestly, from a girl's point of view, she has ended your relationship, and her own personal problems with how she processes this difficult time is absolutely not your responsibility. I hate when people who got no business leaning on guys who aren't their boyfriend do that. She can reach out to a counselor, a friend, a family member, bottom line, anyone and anything but you, cause that's not your responsibility anymore. If she's really having a panic attack, she should be calling her family or friends, or even going to her. From everything I've seen in women over the years, they want what they want until they have it and see someone else with something, someone they think is better, then they want that. She has to make up her mind without you and deal with it herself rather than use you for a crutch and keep you from moving on with your life. Nah, let her boyfriend be the one to step up and be her emotional support. You're not her boyfriend. Don't cross that line. Do you see how it is one-sided? She wants you to provide, but she offers nothing in return. If you were to weaken and contact her, she is just gonna use you as a backup till she finds someone better. Ghost her. Move on. She is not your problem. This kind of behavior quite explicitly means you dodged a bullet. Your life is better now, be grateful. Don't be a doormat. When someone breaks up with you, taking them back is generally not a good idea and doesn't go well. Likewise, being their crutch also generally does not go well. And, at 27, they should learn to be very responsible for their decisions, and the consequences of their decisions too. Most have already learned that by then. Some haven't. Some never will. Yeah, if you get back in contact with her, you'll be her emotional toilet. She'll sit on you when she has the urge, and when she's done, she will just wipe it off and flush you away. Just let her go. Don't be her amenities, because you have worth and you deserve better. No. She did this to you. Do not, under any circumstances, get back in contact with her. Take care of you for a change. She's just upset because you are no longer her pet. Hell no. She made that choice, so live with it. The mess is no longer yours. Coming from someone who lives alone, she's probably just super lonely and regretting her choice, man. She could be incredibly codependent too, always gotta keep that in mind. The problem here is that she might be trying to redefine the relationship. By this I mean, she no longer wants to be responsible for her part in supporting you while she continues to get support from you. This is the problem with remaining friends as a step down from a couple. The boundaries between romantic couple and friendship become an unhealthy gray area, often to the deficit of one person. You are doing the right thing. You need to make yourself healthy and focus on your moving forward. If she comes back to you, you need to ask her and yourself, why? Did her plans fall through? Are you now plan B? You didn't take it badly, at all. She broke up with you. What did she expect to happen? You handled the breakup very well, I think. Making your accounts private and unfollowing her is likely the first thing anyone in this day and age does when they break up with a partner, and something they should do. She's not your girlfriend, she's your ex. Ignore, block and take care of yourself. Her trying to contact you non-stop and supposedly having a panic attack after she broke it off sounds like she wants you in the friend zone. All of the support, the morning texts, the affection without any reciprocation. Keep her blocked and live your life.